Microsoft released Cortana application in the App Store for the iPhone, for the iOS platform. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining what it can be used for. Of course, you know you have Siri on the iPhone and also comparing it versus Siri on an iPhone as well. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, unlike Siri on the iPhone, Cortana can't do many things for you in iOS. And that is things like making phone calls, sending text messages, and things like that. But Cortana can still do some things, especially if you own a Windows PC. Things like setting reminders, and they will sync back and forth with your Windows PC if you use a PC, and also notes as well, so they sync back and forth. That is, if you allow it to send you notifications and also access your location, you can use those services with Cortana on the iPhone. And again, if you're using a Windows PC, then you will be able to get those features functional on your iPhone if you're allowed to notify you using the notification system built into iOS. Now, Siri has more control over the iPhone, of course, because it is built for iOS. It has access to the hardware, things like sending text messages, calling people, and things of that nature. But nonetheless, we're going to compare both services to see which one can perform the fastest in terms of searches and also setting reminders and things like that. First, I'm going to ask them some questions so they can talk about each other. First, Cortana. Cortana, what do you think about Siri?
I think it's cool that she's out there trying to make people's lives a little easier.
Oh, so that's nice from Cortana. Let's see what Siri thinks. Siri, what do you think about Cortana?
Who, me?
Siri didn't like that too much. Anyway, let's go ahead and try weather searches. See which one goes faster. What's the weather in Tokyo?
Here's the weather for Tokyo, Japan between today and December 19th, 2015.
So both devices were relatively quick to get the weather. Let's go ahead and try to set a reminder. Remind me to go to school tomorrow at 5 p.m.
I don't know where you are, but you can show me. Go to Location Services settings.
Well, I don't have
scroll to Siri and...
Okay, Siri. So I don't have location services enabled, but Siri responded just as quickly as Cortana did. But Cortana can also go ahead and sync this with your Windows PC. And of course, iOS can sync with OS X, and Siri can also do that as well using OS X and iOS together. Alright, so now let's ask them to do a search, see which one performs better. Show me pictures of birds. Alright, so Cortana came in a little quicker there with the images right there with Bing search, of course.
Okay, I found this on the web for pictures of birds.
So Siri also brought pictures of birds. If you scroll down, there they are. And Cortana also did that, but a bit quicker. Now, like I mentioned, Cortana can't make phone calls or send text messages or read your emails and things like that because it is not built into iOS. It's not made to take advantage of the hardware unless you're jailbroken. Now, on this device here where Siri can take advantages of all those features, of course, out of the box because Apple makes it for the iPhone, so we all know that. But both services perform rather well. But before I wrap this video up, I'm going to ask them one more question to see what they answer. Do you like Apple?
Their new headquarters looks kind of like a halo. I'm into it.
Oh, so Cortana's pretty nice. Let's see what Siri has to say. Do you like Microsoft?
I'm all Apple, all the time.
Siri is a bit conceited, but nonetheless, both services are cool to use. If you have a Windows PC, of course, Cortana can be used for you. Not as much as Siri in iOS, but Cortana does perform rather well in iOS in terms of searches and sending reminders and notes and things like that. But of course, on the iPhone, you're going to want to use Siri because it does have access to the hardware, and it's meant to be running in iOS. Cortana was just released in the App Store. I'll link you guys down below if you want to go ahead and check the application out, start playing around with it. This was just a quick look in comparison of Siri versus Cortana in iOS. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below. If you have any questions, like always, you can